What's up, guys? Heatfireash here. I know I haven't made a video in a while, but I kind of just wanted to talk about the current state of Elder Scrolls Legends. I'm sure, as you can see by my title, but there's been so much just talking about this and complaining on the Reddit and Twitter. Just everybody was kind of freaking out. I let it go for a couple months, not months, weeks, just to kind of see where everyone's settled at the game. But I know a lot of people are still really upset, and honestly, that's completely fair. The game, in its current state, is very buggy. Now, Sparky Pants and Bethesda, they've been working to fix a lot of these bugs, but the fact is they took away a game that really, it ran. It wasn't the smoothest game, not the best experience by any means, but it ran with relatively a small amount of bugs, not many bugs at all. They give us this new client, which sure, it like looks good and everything, but it's not very well optimized yet, and just quite a few bugs. There's just a lot of bugs, all kinds of different ones on every device. We are basically back in a beta again. We killed the old client and we're saying, hey, we're starting in beta. Basically, that's essentially what they did. But to answer the question of the title here, I do not think the Elder Scrolls Legends is dead or dying. We've said before, other streamers, Bethesda themselves, they hired 2 different developers to work on the game at the same time. That, if anything, should tell you that they care about it. Personally, I really see this game as sort of Pete Hines' pet project. He loves card games, and I think he loves this game so much, and he's not going to let it die if anyone else. So I don't think we have to worry about the game dying or Bethesda losing support for it. They're going to do whatever they can to make this game go forward and be a success. But I think the biggest problem with the game right now is not the client. It's really not the client. It is content. We've been in a content drought for over 6 months now. And it's way too long for a card game like this where you're kind of just grinding the same matches, using the same decks over and over again. Sure, like every now and then you can come up with a random meme deck or something like that and have some fun. But the best decks have been known for months now. Months. I mean, we've seen multiple tournaments. We've seen like the World Championship, all this stuff. We've seen all the best decks being played. So it quite honestly, just gets boring. And really, we've never had consistent content cycles in this game. Everyone likes to compare this game to Hearthstone. They say, oh, like this game's so much better. No RNG, blah, blah, blah. But you know what Hearthstone has going for it besides, the RNG? They have consistent content cycles. Every 4 months, 3 times a year, they get a new set. And this is what keeps people going back. You're going to be getting new cards. You're going to be getting new ways to play. And this keeps people playing the game and coming back because you're not going to get bored of it. That's the problem right now with Elder Scrolls Legends. We have never had that. Let's take a look at this right here from the wiki. All right, so right here you can see on Google, August 2016 is when open beta for the Elder Scrolls Legend was released. All right, that's August 2016. So we can go here on the wiki and we can see, where is it at? Follow the Dark Brotherhood, released April 5th. Okay, August to April, that's 5 months. All right, that is 5 months without any new content. All right, and then this one was good. Heroes of Skyrim came out on June 29th. Okay, that was just a few months. That was a really good release. That's the kind of thing they need. And I remember whenever they released, or when they talked about releasing this, I did not expect it to come out so fast. So that was really cool. That was a good example. But 5 months, and then we look here. Clockwork City, November 30th, 2017. After Skyrim, that was another 5 months. All right, like now we're getting these huge long gaps where it's just. And I remember on Reddit the same thing happened. People were complaining. I remember it. And then from November 30th, Houses of Morrowind released on April 5th. That's another 5 months. And then now we're at 6+ months. So all this to say, the client, that is not going to be the end of this game. What will be the end of this game is if they can't figure out how to do consistent content. Now, they said they're going to try to come out with a schedule next year. of exactly what they want to come out with, that's great. They need to do that. They have to do that. And obviously, all this mess with the client being buggy and no new content is just, it's really bad timing because all these other card games are coming out. Artifact, MTG Arena, Eternal now has a competitive league, Gwent's coming out soon. So there's a lot more competition than there was. So what I will say is, I don't think the game is dead or dying. And I wouldn't give up on the game. Right now, it's not in the best state, but don't give up on it. I would say, maybe you're not having that much fun right now. I personally am not. I really have barely played at all this month. And that's just because it's a little dull right now with the lack of content. But I would say, a month, 2 months, whenever the new content finally does release, hopefully before the end of the year, I think the client will be much better and we'll have that new content to play. So I wouldn't completely give up on it. Maybe take a break for a little bit, try out another game, and then when the new stuff comes out, give that a go. Anyway, I just wanted to have this discussion sort of about what's going on with the game and just to give my thoughts on it. Anyway, thanks for watching, everyone. Please comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think about the game.